Anthony Perkins. I'm the Operations Project Manager for the Black Warrior, Tombigbee, and Alabama River project. Today we're here looking at the Demopolis Lock and Dam. It had been down for exactly 4 months. The concrete breach and concrete failure occurred January 16th. Had the closure here blocking both the Black Warrior waterway and the 10-ton waterway. Well, the event was actually the concrete failure, large pieces falling out of the miter seal of concrete. The largest piece was 400 tons. We ended up subbing out to McKinney Company out of New Orleans, a salvage company that had a 700-ton crane, one of the largest cranes in this region. Brought it up and picked out the larger pieces. Our engineering came up with systems to dowel rods into the existing miter seal, the floor and the sides of the lock to hold it and secure it better. We put a lot of rebar in this concrete. We had 3 dive crews that rotated out 24/7. Initial thoughts were that it could go into the June, but as we were making the last couple of lifts of concrete, it did end up curing a little faster and reaching the full strength faster than the previous lift. And also we were concerned with the water temperature differential from our river water to the temperature of the concrete. We actually reached that point earlier than expected, so we were able to open the lock and finish all the work last week. You look across the Corps of Engineers, this is one of the largest concrete failures that the Corps has had. So initially, in seeing the amount of concrete that fell out and what we had to do and what was in front of us, it looked daunting at times to what we had to do to get it back open. And it was at the worst time of the year in the high river levels, and that to not be able to fully dewater the lock was a concern initially. But we had decided to get this waterway back open, and the impact it was having on the users, we had to pour the concrete underwater and not worry about the water levels. Right off the bat, we involved nationally our core groups, our inland design centers, engineering. We actually involved other districts, the center of expertise. We had, within the Corps, we had some folks and engineers that did have experience with underwater pours. So it was a big learning experience for not only us out in the field and repairing, but also our engineers in our district to get through this and to design it and then see it in action, see it poured, react to it, and the testing that was involved. It was a big learning experience for all of us, and something that we'll carry forward, and knowing what to look for and knowing how to make these repairs in the future if we ever need to.